So let's just, I put a little compilation together here from our good friends, the Babylonian Talmudists, in their even more disgusting book called the Zohar. So let's just recap on some of these. Let's say, and this is all why the transgender movement is going on, and this is the only reason. We will also repair the gods. I didn't know that we had control over the gods. I thought there was only one. That's what they keep telling the Christians. No, you know there ain't. They fucking hate us. And return them to their androgynous form. Because what happened on earth affects what happens in heaven. I thought it was the other way around. The androgyny agenda is a religious agenda. It is Kabbalistic, meaning it's Jewish. They are successfully repair the world in 6,000 years after Adam was created, which is now about Adam wasn't a Jew. And he wasn't anything. Then all human beings will again become androgynous beings. As it was in the beginning, so will it be in the end. The androgyny agenda, therefore, is a significant aspect of the Jewish mission. Jewish mission. So, are you guys figuring out who's behind this Jewish mission? Have you figured it out yet? So it's a, let's see, it's a what? It's a religious agenda, right? And it's a Jewish mission. I wonder who's responsible for it. To be the light unto all the nations and repair the world. But why would they be a light unto the nations when they want all the non-Jewish people, Gentiles, that's you, known as Tikkun Olam, which is the divine work. Masons call it the great work, but it's not so much that. I don't think so. I think Masons, you better wake the fuck up and get your head out of your ass, because you're on the chopping block next. And sets the stage for the what? The Jewish world to come. Guess what? Gentiles need not apply. Who drives the Jews toward Palestine, the Jews the Torah, and smites the Gentiles, smite means kill, in each successive generation. They led the war of extermination against the Gentiles in their generation in preparation for the world to come. When the Messiah, son of David, will judge the Gentiles, exterminate those who remain, and rule over a Gentile-free earth, new earth. Wow, I wonder if COVID has anything to do with a Gentile-free new earth. Eliminating darkness, the 6 days of creation paradoxically hinge on the destruction of the Gentiles. Right? It's hinged. Their whole plan hinges on our destruction. Because they were created by mistake. The creation of perfection, repairing the world, involves the destruction of evil. Gentiles are evil, right? That's us. Well, I'm half evil because I'm half Gentile and half Jewish, right? Being the sons of an androgynous Satan. Funny, I'm pretty sure that they're reversing this whole thing and that they're the androgynous sons of Satan. Of Lilith and Samuel, and therefore must be destroyed. No, those are all the things that the Jews are tied into, except in y'all Christians never really sat down and read it, so you don't realize that. In fact, the Messianic age, Messiah age, which is about to begin, will not arrive until the human beings are converted back into androgyny. Yes, transgender, androgyny, male and female combo. Watch the news. Ridding the world of the shells of darkness to leave room for light is called Tikkun Olam, which means the restoration of the world by the descendants of Adam and Eve. The Jews were composed of the divine light. Again, completely backwards. Gentiles are souls of are shells of darkness. Which conceal the light and clutter, I can't even pronounce this fucking word, with their evil presence in order for the vacuum to be filled. Good light and only divine light. Gentiles must cease to exist. Well, they're really hardcore on that, ain't they? Yeah? Because they love us so much because, well, they're just so great and, well, just so chosen. Because they are not only evil, darkness, and hate, but they are shells and conceal and displace the holy light. Darkness must give way to light, and Gentiles, who are the sons of darkness. Really? Because I thought the Jews were sons of bitches. Right? Or sons of bitch, mother, the devil. Must give way to the Jews, who are called the sons of light. Yes, the light is demonic. So that the universe can be restored to its original perfect state, and in order for the world to come. And the human beings and the gods must return to their perfect androgynous state. Gentiles are not only the sons of darkness, meaning that Satan created them, sorry, other way around, by placing their first embryo into Eve to bear Cain. Really? So let me get this straight. The Jews claimed that they were the originals here, that it was Adam and Eve were Jewish. Well then, that means that the Gentiles came later because we were a creation of the sons of darkness or whatever. Right? We weren't here yet. Because it doesn't say anything about the Gentiles until way later in the Bible. So, but we did it, right? There are also daughters of the strange god of Satan. Yes, that's you guys too. Not Gentiles, the Jews. You see? So basically what I'm trying to do is just give you, I'm just trying to give you a heads up here on what this whole transgender thing is. It isn't about acceptance and all and love and tolerance. It's about destroying the entire non-Jewish world so they can get you the fuck out of the way. Okay? Get you out of the way so they can have it. Basically, it's a big made-up story, all of this here nuttiness that you're reading, so that they can say, oh, well, there's a holy reason behind it. No, it's a fucked up, twisted, demented ideology that some fucking weirdo, pervert, Talmudic Jew came up with and said, oh, well, if we just get rid of everybody else, there'll be nobody to kill us because it's a paranoid reality that they live in. Everybody's trying to get us, but the only way to stop it is if we get rid of everybody else. But nobody gives a fuck about these motherfuckers. Nobody cares about Israel. Nobody cares about Jews. They don't care about them enough to exterminate them or even to say hi to them. But in their minds, they think everybody's out to kill them because in their minds they're out to kill everybody else. Like in a relationship, like if a guy keeps accusing his wife of cheating, most of the time it's because the guy is cheating on his wife. Do you understand? It's called mirroring. I'm going to push onto you what I'm doing, and then you'll be on the defense even though you're innocent while I continue to do evil. That's exactly what these guys are doing. So if this doesn't, just this little thing that I put together from their fucking books, their Talmudic bullshit, doesn't tell you what this whole transgender thing is, and just because they can confuse white kids into believing that their dicks don't belong there, doesn't mean there's any reality or truth in any of this shit that they're writing. Humans do not tell the Creator what to fucking do. It's never been that way, it will never be that way. This silliness that they came up with, this utter bullshit where they call themselves the sons of light. Yeah, that's when you get illuminated. That's sodomy. That's how you become illuminated. You get lit up by getting fucked up your ass. Remember Buzz Aldrin? The wonderful destruction. Wake the fuck up. The Jews are trying to destroy you. The Talmudic Jews are trying to destroy you. Do you understand? It's all right here. They wrote this shit. Okay? They wrote it. Right here. See it? Human beings are converted back into androgynes, which is transgender. It's not about... They're trying to confuse everything by saying, well, a man can be a woman. No, you can't. But they're trying to use this ass-backwards occultic understanding of things that, well, men and women have to be one unit. No, we don't. No, we don't. That's them trying to fucking fuse things together and use some fucking pretzel backwards ass logic to get you to go, yeah, I guess we have to be male and female. You're already male and female. Half of you is if you're a man, half of you is female. If you're a woman, the other half is male. You're already that. That's why some girls are tomboys, because their male side tends to take a stronger stance than the female. And that's why some guys are a little bit more effeminate. What these a-holes have done is come in and like try to bolster that. Men and women both have male and female chromosomes. You're already that. They're trying to use a political approach and governing laws, which they write, by the way, to say, oh, you must let little kids do this or that. Because they think they're a girl or boy. No kid, no little boy goes, I think I'm a girl. They might grow up to be gay, but they don't ever say, I want to cut my fucking penis off. Or I'm a girl and I want to have my boobs removed. Do you understand the perversion that's going on in these guys' heads? Do you understand? It's one group of people doing all of this. Get it through your head. They're trying to fucking exterminate you. They said it right here. A bunch of times, a million times I've showed you guys stuff. It's all Israel. Israel isn't a light unto any nation. Israel is the fucking darkness and the scourge of this fucking humanity on this planet. And that's not because I say that because it's me. If you spend 20 years looking at this shit, you'll see, and this is just outright blatant, in your face, we're doing it. Period. Perversion in the schools, teaching kids about sex and how to get perverted, because then the next step is you start convincing them of this crazy shit right here. The only thing that a third grade kid needs to know, a boy, is that girls have cooties. Not, oh, I think I'm a girl, so I'm going to have my balls chopped off. Don't you understand? They're demasculating men. They're demasculating men and emasculating women. Just a few more. Let's see. If the Jews build a temple of Jerusalem, Shekinah will forgive Yahweh, copulate with Yahweh in the temple, and unite him as an androgyny God, a trinity in one. If the Gentiles disappear, okay, because this is what they're going for, folks. It will fulfill the laws of the 613 mitzvahs, which are commandments, which the Jews are commanded to obey. Remove the darkness, fill the world with light, and usher in the kingdom of Shekinah in the Sabbath millennium, the 7,000 to follow the 6,000 years of creation of the world to come. Right? And if you read here, it says, basically what they're saying over here is, they're trying to justify it by saying, oh, there has to be a balance. Well, but why do Gentiles have to disappear then? Why are we shells of darkness and created by Satan? Right? So basically, masculating females and Shekinah is a major part of the androgyny of Kabbalah. Right? So Shekinah is basically the devil. Okay? The devil wears Prada. She's female. This is why the Kabbalists encourage lesbianism, as well as us women, as women, working, soldiering, and assuming leadership roles in society. That's called the women's movement. It has nothing to do with making women better. It's about demasculating men. The world to come is the era of the goddess Shekinah. Really? I thought it was Jewish. Nope. The goddess Shekinah is the devil. Okay, I'm sorry they didn't teach that, Christians, but you better fucking wake up and learn your fucking real history about what's going on. And as we approach this era, women must become more like men, and men more like women. Gosh, does that sound like transgender or not? Wake the fuck up. Wake up. It's so blatantly obvious. Stop going to them fucking churches. Stop worshiping what you call as a cross. It's really an X. It's just, they just extended one side to stick it in the dirt. It represents Saturn, which is what the whole Shekinah Yahweh bullshit is. Stop supporting Israel. They wrote this stuff. They wrote it. The North Koreans didn't write this stuff. The Jews wrote it about you. Wake up. This has nothing to do with anti-Semite, nothing. This is a group of people that want to fucking kill you. They just told you right here. Amongst other things, a million other things. And so, let's read here. I've posted this a bunch of times. Rabbi Ben Zucker wrote in the Judaism and Christian Predicament, this is not an uncommon impression that one finds it sometimes among Jews as well as Christians that Judaism is the religion of the Hebrew Bible. It is, of course, a fallacious meaning fake, impression. Judaism is not the religion of the Bible. Rabbi Moshe Magal wrote, you will notice the great difference between the Jewish and the Christian religions. Pay attention, Christians. But these are not all. We consider the true religions so different that one excludes the other. We emphasize there is no such thing as a Judeo-Christian religion. Wake the fuck up. There is not any similarity between the two concepts. Rabbi Magal, President, Jewish Information Service, letter 21, 1961. So what is the nature of the Jewish God? If it is not the God of the Hebrew Bible, as we have just seen, by their own admission, they have no need of the concept of God, as they have killed off God a long time ago. As James Jaffe comments, and so it seems we must agree with Rabbi Richard Israel, who writes in Commentary Symposium on Jewish Belief, the current discussion on the death of God will cause Jews to ask, so what else is new? The Jewish funeral was a much more private affair. We buried him quietly in the middle of the night. James Jaffe, The American Jews, 1968. James Jaffe's statement was a comment to a statement made by Rabbi Sherwin Wine of the Birmingham Temple. The whole concept of God is outdated. Judaism can function perfectly well without it. If the self-styled Jews have killed off God, then what sort of God do they have? The Jewish God is the Jew. As the Jewish Kabbalah, there's that thing again, puts it, the Jew is the living God, the God incarnate. He is the heavenly man. The other men are earthly of inferior race. That's you. They exist only to serve the Jew. They are the cattle seed. Yes, the cattle seed, mark of the beast. In the following quote, we begin to understand this Jewish idea of their God a little better. The Jewish people, just look around you, man. This is exactly what's happening. The Jewish people as a whole will be its own Messiah. In other words, they don't believe in Jesus. They'll save themselves. It will attain world domination through the dissolution of other races. Okay, that's what they're doing right now, by forced integration, by the abolition of frontiers. Yep, we're going to stop you from going any farther. The annihilation of the monarchy, going to cause governments to tumble, and by the establishment of a world republic in which the Jews will everywhere exercise the privilege of citizenship. In this new world, and it's not new, it's Anu, A-N-U, Anu world religion, the children of Israel, notice how that new world and children of Israel go together, right? Will furnish all the leaders without encountering opposition, i.e., look at the last couple presidencies. You'll see that they're not going to get any guff because nobody will stand up to fight them. The governments of different people forming the world republic will fall into the hands of the Jews. Yes, it's called ballot tampering. It will then become possible for the Jewish rulers, pay attention, to abolish private property. They're doing that right now. And everywhere to make use of the resources of the state. Yes, theft through law. Thus they will promise, the promise of the Talmud will be fulfilled, in which it is said that when the Messianic time, now when is the Messianic time? Well, they said up here they're going to be their own Messiah, so pretty much any time that fits the bill is come, the Jews will have all the property of the whole world in their hands. That was Barak Levy to Karl Marx. Karl Marx wasn't North Korean. He was slightly Jewish, and perhaps a bit much. Wake the fuck up. They're behind all of this shit that's fucking the planet up. Period. That's it. Because they want it that way. Because in their fucking twisted ass minds, Mother, the devil, has convinced them, oh, you're chosen. Just carry out this thing. Get rid of all these people, and then we'll all live together happy. Except in the end, she's going to kill them off too. See, they're just pawns, but they're fucking egotistical, money-hungry, power-crazed freaks that can't see, just like that song, Blinded by the Light. They cannot see what's in front of them. They see a light at the end of the tunnel. It's a train coming right at them, and they don't even fucking realize it. Stop supporting fucking Israel.